And we are pleased to welcome Patrick back to our living room to talk about the upcoming Discipleship Conference. Patrick, as always, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
So this is the second annual Discipleship.
Absolutely.
So in about 20 years, we'll be sitting here saying it's the 20th anniversary.
I hope so.
And we're going to look exactly the same, except I'll be shaven. Tell us about the conference, about the speakers.
Sure. So this year we have 3 keynote speakers during the day. Hosman Ospino, who's a theology professor at Boston College, is going to speak about Hispanic ministry, and there's no one I'd rather listen to speak about that. Also Scott Powell, he's a professor at the Augustine Institute in Colorado. He started out as a Focus missionary. I imagine your viewers know about Focus, the Fellowship of Catholic University Students. Yeah. And he works at the University of Colorado in Boulder now in I think it's the Aquinas Institute for Catholic Thought. Also Gina Bauer, who's a coordinator of youth ministry and has been for a long time in the Twin Cities area. And in the evening, we've got Katie Prejean McGrady coming to speak as well. She's from Louisiana. We have a very special guest coming to say Mass for us, Bishop Breed.
Wow.
And those are just the keynote speakers, in addition to a variety of folks from the Archdiocese who work with me, and other local folks who are going to talk about lived discipleship and that call to live intentional discipleship.
And Katie, I have heard, Bishop, you were raving about Katie. I heard she is just unbelievable.
Yes, yes.
So.
She wowed the bishops last June at our spring meeting. But can I go back to the title of the conference? Because I think many people would be intrigued, not by discipleship, but intentional discipleship. What exactly does that mean? And what does that mean, especially for our pastoral plan in the Archdiocese, Disciples in Mission?
Oh, that's a good question. Discipleship is simply being a disciple, a follower of Jesus Christ. And I think that many of us lived or grew up and have a memory of a Catholic culture that supported that discipleship. And today I think lots of people find it harder they don't feel like they have that same community. So intentional discipleship is really about discerning how you're going to, in a particular way, live out your relationship with Jesus in your church, in your family, in your community. And that's really important for everyone. And that is, as you suggest, key to the pastoral plan of the Archdiocese, Disciples in Mission. Is the pastoral plan is really about engaging the laity, engaging everyone in the Archdiocese of Boston to join in the mission Christ gave us to grow closer to Him and to share His love and relationship with Him with others. So that's what intentional discipleship and Disciples and Missions all about.
Thank you.
And you talk about everyone. It's up to everyone. So who would attend this? Is this open to every person? And what type of person would this attract?
Absolutely. Open to everyone. Any parishioner who wants to learn more about the experience of intentional discipleship, grow in how to live their own discipleship or accompany others on that journey of faith as well. Parish catechetical leaders might want to bring catechists, people on marriage preparation teams, even CYO leaders and scout leaders that can think about how to help the young people that they serve grow in discipleship. So really, it's open to anyone. It's not geared towards a professionals only audience. We wanted to create something that professional leaders could bring everyone to help them grow in faith and learn how to do that for others.
So I'm going to hijack this interview a little bit because my son just was confirmed last year. I have another my daughter has already been confirmed. I have another younger son who is now going into the 8th grade. So in a few years, he's going to be confirmed. So let's say that I'm a person who runs confirmation.
Okay.
How would this help me? Because what I find today is, and I see it with my kids, is they go and they're trying to learn about Jesus. What would this do to help give them the tools to be better at that?
That's a good question. So this is a great conference for that confirmation coordinator to come to and bring catechists or maybe really engaged parents as well. There are going to be breakout sessions on how to help people understand their vocational call, their call to holiness in the life of the church, and how to live that out, be it whatever they might be called to be, and how to help someone and accompany them in discerning God's will for their life. So we'll be talking about that in the home, in sports, in missionary and service activity at home and abroad, in discerning particular vocations, all of those different ways.
So isn't there an opportunity then to really evangelize anywhere? Because I hear you say sports.
Absolutely.
And I remember a story that I had where we had a tournament. We were in the tournament, and one of the players said, "Can we just say a prayer?" So we can evangelize anywhere.
Absolutely. That's what this all is all about, is encouraging people and giving them the tools and the confidence to not be afraid to say the name of Jesus, to offer to pray with others, to talk about their life of faith. We know that's particularly difficult, challenging at this moment in the life of the church, given what's been in the news. But we can't be afraid to talk about that friendship we have with Christ, and how important that is at the center of our lives. That sharing that just gives us peace and joy, and hopefully we can share that with others.
Now, I know Saturday, March 2nd, is a long way away. Actually,
Yes.
it isn't all that far away. It'll be here like that. But people should start thinking about this, because approximately, what's the limit on the number of people that could come to this great conference?
There isn't a limit per se. We had several hundred last year, and we're hoping to grow this year. So, hopefully we'll have 400 or 500 people there. There'll be different vendors,
That's what I'm hoping
publishers,
for.
and organizations.
I think people should just sign up today, this
Absolutely.
weekend,
Not only
Saturday,
that, but
March 2nd.
encourage their friends to sign up.
That too. How do they do that, Pat?
If you go to disciplesinmission.com, disciplesinmission.com, there's a big banner at the top of the page, Intentional Discipleship Called. That's for this conference. You click on that, and there's more information about the date, the locations, the keynote speakers. Probably put this interview up there as well.
Disciplesinmission.com.
And I have to tell you that March 2nd will be here quicker, because, as we said, we are just going to take January and February right out of the calendar. So we're just going to skip those 2 months and go right to March. Patrick, thanks so much, as always, for being with us, and for the great work you do.
Thank you.
So important.